And welcome back to Washington Post Live, brought to you by First Fidelity Mortgage, as we get you set for Week 13 in the National Football League. Time to make our picks, and for that, we begin the Prince of Prognostication, the locomotive that is heading down the tracks, Brandon Lang. Pretty good week last week, Brandon.
Yeah, 4-1. Get it going, and really like what I'm seeing this week as well. So let's have some fun.
All right, let's have some fun here. You got the Giants giving 5 to the Washington Redskins. Todd Collins making his first start in 10 years behind center.
Yeah, Washington was very good to me last week over the Bears, but somebody once told me the best game a backup plays is usually his first game. Second game, he usually drops off pretty well. Just see A.J. Philly as a reference. Great game at New England. Laid an egg with 4 INTs against Seattle next time out. I think it's a tough spot for Washington. Collins going up here in New York. They find ways to win, find ways to cover. I'm going to lay 5 with the Giants here.
All right, at Dolphin Stadium, Baltimore Ravens just a field goal better than the winless Miami Dolphins?
Funny thing, do you think Ray Lewis is going to be known as the guy who played for the team that gave Miami their only win? This is still a prideful Baltimore defense, a lot of veterans over there, and they are not going to spend the rest of their careers when they're retired being the one team that lost the Miami Dolphins. Yes, they played New England very tough, got caught in a flat spot last week. Look for Baltimore's defense to go in here, Cleo Lemon in for a long day, and their offenses look pretty good with Bolger as well. So I'm going to go, actually Bowler as well. So I'm going to go with Baltimore minus the 3 over Miami.
All right, you got San Diego giving 10 to Detroit. I thought the Lions were still in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, but I don't think they're there anymore. Tough loss at home against Detroit, and it's almost the same situation as we saw with the Ravens. You know, Dallas is rolling everybody in the NFC. Detroit played them so tough. You have your heart ripped out in the last, 30 seconds of the football game. Look at Baltimore against New England. They were unable to get back up at home against that Indy team. Detroit's got to go on the road here and get back up emotionally. I just don't see it happen. I'm going to lay 10 with San Diego.
All right, how about Tampa Bay giving 13.5 to the Falcons and owner Arthur Blank, who's been lied to more than George Mitchell recently?
Let me tell you something. This is as tough a spot for anybody, including the Atlanta Falcons. If you can't get up on Monday night to face the New Orleans Saints at home, now you got to go on the road and face a Tampa team that defensively has played fantastic all year long at home. They come off the loss at Houston. Look for Tampa to flat out get after it. It's going to be a long day offensively for this Atlanta offense against an underrated Tampa Bay defense. I have no problem laying this 13.5. Watch Tampa step up and win this game big.
All right, and the 2 for the money play, Indianapolis, 10.5 over the hapless Oakland Raiders.
Well, last week I came on your show and said Indy would be the play over Baltimore, said it was a huge emotional flat spot for the Ravens, and sure enough, I was absolutely correct. What you also saw is just how good this Indy offense is playing right now. What a job Gonzalez has done filling in for Marvin Harrison. Defensively, they just keep getting it done. Freeney's not been missed as much, and this Oakland Raider team continues to struggle and struggle big time. I got no problem laying the 10.5 with Indy. They blew out the Ravens last week. They will blow out Oakland this week.
All right, Prince of Prognostications, be Lang, be well.
Thanks, man. Have a good weekend.
All right. Man, coming up here on Washington Post Live.